Hello everyone, today I have the 2013 SVT Ford Raptor with a 6.2 liter V8. And I'm going to give you my top 5 reasons why you should go with a Gen 1 Ford Raptor over the new Gen 2 Ford Raptor. The number one reason I'd go the Gen 1 Ford Raptor over the Gen 2 Ford Raptor is obviously the elephant in the room these days. Trucks have gone up to $60,000, $75,000, even $80,000, and the new Gen 2 Raptor is no exception. The Gen 1 Raptor that you see here with a 6.2 liter V8 can be purchased with about 60,000 miles for between $35,000 and $40,000. So that definitely pushed me towards the Gen 1 Ford Raptor. And that being said, it has all the capabilities as the new Gen 2 Ford Raptor has as far as off-road abilities. Not quite as quick, but it'll go everywhere the Gen 2 Ford Raptor will go. Number two reason I'd go with the Gen 1 Ford Raptor over the Gen 2 Ford Raptor is the engine. Ford has been pushing the EcoBoost line in their vehicles for a long time, so it's no surprise that the Gen 2 Ford Raptor went with the V6 twin turbo. Now the problem with the V6 twin turbo is it has the turbos. First of all, it has the intercooler and it has additional electrical components to control all those systems. Now when I'm out on the trail, I want something simple like the 6.2 liter V8. I can work on it. It doesn't have the additional components, so more reliability. Another thing is on the V6 twin turbo, you have an intercooler that sits right at the front. If you hit anything with that, then you've damaged your system. You also have the additional maintenance of the turbo. So for me, simpler was better, especially for the trail. So I choose a V8 in most of my trucks, and the 6.2 that's in this is a great engine. So that's why I went with the 6.2 liter V8 over the twin turbo V6. Number three reason I went with the Gen 1 Ford Raptor over the Gen 2 Ford Raptor is you can fit a winch in the Gen 1 Ford Raptor. If you're doing serious off-roading, a winch is great to have. If you're going out alone, a winch is great to have. And if you're going out as a team, you can help everybody out with a winch. The Gen 2 Ford Raptor with the new V6 twin turbo had to fit an intercooler here to cool the additional components, and a more complex system made for the inability to put a winch in the new Gen 2 Ford Raptor. So if you open the hood on this truck, you'll see a big gap in there where you could put a winch. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to get a truck that had the ability to put a winch. Seems like a big oversight on Ford's part to put an intercooler there instead of having the ability for an off-road vehicle to have a winch installed. So that's another consideration if you're looking at the Gen 1 or Gen 2. The number four reason I'd go with the Gen 1 Ford Raptor over Gen 2 Ford Raptor is the suspension. On the Gen 2 Ford Raptor, it is slightly more advanced, but it does have electrical components to interact with it. So I went with the simpler system. Now this system, you can drive 90 miles per hour across the desert. You can jump this truck, so it is a very advanced suspension in its own right. Was it worth the additional $35,000 for me to go with the Gen 2 Ford Raptor, slightly more advanced suspension than a V6? No. And another thing to think about is on this suspension, when you go to rebuild the shocks, which Fox recommends every 60,000 miles, it's going to cost you about $550. On a Gen 2 Ford Raptor, you're looking at closer to $700. So if that maintenance interval bothers you or the cost bothers you, it might be something to think about. The number five reason I'd go the Gen 1 Ford Raptor over a Gen 2 Ford Raptor is actually the key. The Gen 2 Ford Raptor has a fob and a push button start. The Gen 1 Ford Raptor has an actual key. The fob has worked out poorly for me numerous times with our other car. I'll take my car out and my wife will have the keys in her purse. I'll drop her off somewhere, go drive somewhere, and then there we go, turn off the car, and that's a bad day. You got to get an Uber, you got to drive, waste a bunch of time. If you're out in the desert and this were to happen, hopefully your cell phone service works, because you're gonna have a long walk. But anyway, I like having the key with me. It's simple and it's always with me, and it has to be there if the car is driving. So that's another reason I like the Gen 1 over the Gen 2 Ford Raptor. To sum up this video, I'm not arguing whether the Gen 1 or Gen 2 Ford Raptor is a better truck. For me, the Gen 1 was a better truck. It has a V8 engine. I like that over the V6 twin turbo. It's got a good suspension on it. It still has a sync system in it, which is pretty good. It's not as advanced as the new one. It has the ability to put a winch in it, and it has a key. So there's a lot of things going for this truck. You can do almost anything with this truck. It's still one of the best off-road vehicles on the market, if not the best. The Gen 2 may trump it by a little bit, but overall, for the money, you're looking at $35,000 that's in your pocket if you go with the Gen 1 over Gen 2 Ford Raptor, and you're getting a lot of the same capabilities. So for me, the Gen 1 Ford Raptor made sense. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you have a great day.